Hi, I'm Gemma, and welcome to the first episode of my Grandma's Pantry.
I'm the co-host, John, and today we're going to be comparing two packages of Betty Crocker peanut butter cookies. One from just a few days ago, which we purchased at a local grocery.
Kroger.
And one which we found in Grandma's pantry that dates back to the year of?
09.
2009. Join us on this adventure.
So, Grandma's Pantry is a show where we take things that we found in my grandma's pantry, and then we find the non-expired version, and then we compare the two and see how they turn out.
Not everything we find in Grandma's pantry is expired. However, Grandma's been known to put things back for a little longer than she should. And we're always on the lookout for an opportunity to try something different. And today, I think it's going to be real different. So, Gemma, what are the things you noticed different about these two packages of cookie mix?
So the first thing I noticed is that the expired one is bigger than the fresh one. The next thing I noticed is that the picture is different. You can see this one has some fresh peanuts in the background, and it's on like a wooden table.
Definitely trying to be a little more health conscious.
And this one is just a picture. The expired one is just a picture of the cookie, and then you can see there's one underneath it.
How does the texture of the mix feel?
This feels like something I'm scared to look at, like chunky sand.
Well, let's get started and see if we can make something edible from what we found in Grandma's pantry. So, Gemma, what's it like to work on some cookie mix that's older than you are?
It's different, but I think I've worked with grosser things when I help my grandma cook. So, can you please help me open this?
I sure will.
So this is the new.
This is the new one.
But not this is that one. Did it have like a bigger tear tab? Because I thought I saw on that one it had like a bigger thing where you start there.
This one smells fresh and peanutty too.
But this is the fresh one. Smells good. This one?
This one,
Okay. It smells different. This definitely smells more artificial, like fresh peanuts. That one smells like,
this one still smells peanutty, but it almost has a bit of a crayon type texture.
yeah.
Did we look at the ingredients and make sure they are exactly the same?
Well, let's look them over.
So
Flour,
there's wheat flour in both of these.
sugar,
Yeah.
brown sugar,
Yeah. Salt.
peanut butter, palm oil,
What about-
corn syrup, soybean. Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
A few more preservatives, thankfully, in the old one. Cheers. My egg's a little stubborn. Mine's smelling pretty good over here. Smells like fresh peanuts, maybe a fresh jar of peanut butter when you open it. How about yours, Gemma?
Mine smells like, you know when you walk into one of those restaurants with like the barrels of peanuts that they give you while you wait for your food? And Crayola crowns. And they're just not pleasing together. So...
You don't eat peanut butter with your Crayola crowns?
No! No.
Well, Gemma, I think I'm all mixed up. Looks like you are too.
Uh-huh.
Let's get them ready, and we'll just bake them a few side by side in the oven and check out and see how they turn out, okay?
Okay.
We're trying to keep everything pretty much exactly the same as much as we can. So our cookies, we're going to be measuring with this coffee scoop.
It's a little bit more than a tablespoon.
And we're going to make 3 or 4 of each on either side of this. Same size. We've mixed them for approximately the same amount of time. And fortunately, these had the identical ingredient lists. So the only reagent or variable in this whole mess is 11 years of shelf time in Grandma's pantry.
But you said there were a few extra preservatives in the old one, right?
There were a few extra preservatives, but I mean everything else is. So let's scoop them out, Gemma. All right, Mommy, get your big one.
So we're gonna keep mine on the right and my father's on the left and pop them in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes, and then we will be blindfolded, and my mother behind the camera is going to feed them to us, not knowing which is which, and then we're gonna decide which one's better before we know which one's which, and then she's gonna tell us. So I'm nervous. So let's put them on for 8 minutes to start, and then we'll come back in 8 minutes to see if they're done. So it has been a few minutes into the baking process, and they look like they're cooking about the same. The expired ones, though, are spreading a little bit more than the non-expired ones. So it all comes down to the end. So the cookies look like they are done. So I'm going to take them out. They look pretty nice.
All right, what do you notice?
So I noticed that these look like they spreaded and they got bigger and puffier than these ones.
Okay, but this was...
That
was your dad's side,
That's
right?
my dad's side, which means these are the fresh ones, which probably means this the baking soda or something that died down in these, and because these were still fresh, they still had the oomph to do it.
Okay, good hypothesis.
Also, these look like, they look more raw than these. I'm pretty sure they're cooked though. They have to be cooked.
Yeah, I
But
think
they
so.
seem cooked, but they just look a little bit raw.
They need to sit for a minute.
Yeah, too.
I would say these are
Yeah.
prettier, not only because you made them, but well, mainly probably because you
They
made
didn't
them.
spread. It also looks like, Mommy, on these ones, he went one way deeper than he went the other way, so that the other way, like, kind of baked out. This looks good, and this looks especially
Maybe
good.
the preservatives held these in their place. I don't know. We'll see how they taste. All right, so I took them off. I know which one's which. We're mixing them all up. Our studio audience probably also knows based on the looks. But our contestants here are blindfolded.
I hate this feeling so much. I don't know where anything
Okay,
is.
so I'm going to give them a cookie. We're going to have cookie A and cookie B. And they're not going to say their guesses till the end. But we're going to figure out which is the old cookie and which is the new. And hopefully...
And which one we think tastes better.
Hopefully no one will go to the hospital tonight.
And once again, when we say old cookie, this cookie mix was from October of 2009.
Yeah.
Versus cookie mix that just came out of the grocery just the other day, right before the pandemic.
Yeah, right before the coronavirus struck.
All right, so
All that happened.
cookie A, are you ready?
Yes.
Don't do anything yet. Here's cookie A. Erilyn, maybe you could hand them each a napkin because you may not want to eat the whole cookie. You might just want to bite. Hey. All right,
we smell
it?
Napkins.
That's a good idea.
I think I know which one this is. Just by smell.
Okay, all right. Now, go ahead and partake. There's a napkin right in front of you. Should you want to lay it down. You don't have to eat the whole thing. You just need a bite if you want.
Okay, I'm saving this.
Now, don't say anything out loud, but on the count of 3, make a face to show me how you thought that cookie tasted. 1,
2, 3.
Look at those faces. Okay, straight faced. Now, are you ready for cookie B?
Yes.
All
Wait,
right,
what did I
here we go. Hang
Well, I
on.
forgot you can't see. I was going to give you the
There you
fist.
go.
I was going to
Fist
pound it.
bump.
All right.
Pound it.
Here.
One and
Cookie
two.
B.
Cookie, don't eat yet. All right, on the count of 3.
One,
Ready? You can smell it?
2,
Hang on.
3.
Go ahead.
Get it.
Oh my.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh my God, Gemma.
are you okay,
Don't say
Gemma?
that face. It tasted sour at first.
Sour?
What?
Y'all put some lemon in those cookies.
No. It tasted
Okay.
weird.
Oh, one of our contestants is happily eating away.
Okay. It tastes weird.
Okay, are you ready to look?
Yes.
All right, and 3, 2.
What do we guess?
You can look. Wait. Yeah, to guess before
My
it's sorry.
favorite was like A for texture, but for flavor. No. My favorite cookie was A for flavor and for texture B.
Cookie A was definitely the cookie from Grandma's Pantry.
Yeah,
Why?
I think the one I liked for the flavor.
Not much
Was excited.
smell, not much flavor. Cookie B just tasted like a fresh cookie.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jimmy, you disagree?
No, I agree, just not with the flavor. I think I like the expired one's flavor.
But you still knew or still
because
thought
this-
that was the
I
expired
think
one.
it's this one. Oh gosh.
All right. But take your blindfolds off. What do you think when you look at them?
Gosh, I did like the expired one's flavor.
I can't tell. Which one is the cookie from Grandma's Pantry?
You were correct. The first cookie was Grandma's
That's
Pantry.
what I said.
These nice, pretty. And I will say, when I took them off the pan, the Grandma Pantry's cookies kind of stuck to the pan. I had to give it a little extra pull. And the new fresh cookies just slid right off. So,
I like this.
But the new fresh cookies spread out a little bit more. Let's take a look at them on the plates there.
yes, when we look at them. And there may be
I know that Gemma and I pressed them out, but they were probably more this size when we first. So, yeah, it looks like those did flow out rather well.
I think one of the ingredients in there to make them spread out, because it was so old, it didn't work now. Kind of like how yeast and things that doesn't work. So that one, because it was fresher, it worked. These didn't spread, so.
Yeah, all those preservatives and stuff in the cookies from Grandma's Pantry didn't really help over the course of 11 years.
So would you recommend if someone's in this pandemic and they don't have food to eat, but they have a bag of 11-year-old cookie mix, should they cook it and eat it?
You know,
I say, if it's your last resort, go for it. If you really have a sweet tooth, I say do it, because it's not bad. It's just not.
Good.
it's just not really good.
It's not the
I
best.
taste the first one now.
I'll go with the fresh cookies myself. I think if I had the choice between an 11-year-old bag of cookie mix and a new bag of cookie mix, the new cookie mix is going to happen every time.
But also, the expired ones, they still taste a little doughy.
Yeah.
Are you still eating them?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in to Grandma's Pantry. We're going to be doing this again very soon. Where next time, Gemma, what will we be making?
We will be making either. I think next time we're going to try and do a taste test, or there were these fall cookies I want to try out.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, pumpkin cookies, which I've never had, so I may not even like both of them. So yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Peace out.
Yeah.
Peace out and bye-bye, old cookies.